Hello everyone, and welcome to another one of my game reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing Outriders. Outriders is a 1 to 3 player co-op RPG shooter that's supposed to take place in an original, dark sci-fi universe. The game has been marketed as a game where you can create your own Outrider, embark on a journey across the planet, looking for some signal to help colonize the planet or some shit like that, I don't know. But what I do know is this can work really well for games like Mass Effect Andromeda, or kind of fall straight on its face like I think this game does. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to break this down into 3 sections. 1, the gameplay. 2, the story. And 3, Joe's thoughts and my thoughts. Inside this first section of the gameplay, we're going to start with the way the combat works. You see, the way you heal in this game is different depending on what class you're playing. If you're playing the Technomancer like I mostly did, you just have to shoot things and do damage with your gun in order to get life leech to heal. If you're playing the tank class like my friend Joe, you have to use your abilities, and if you're playing the Pyromancer, you have to get kills using those abilities. And if you're playing the Trickster, which was my other account class that I'll talk about later, he can only heal if he kills enemies in a very, very close short range distance of him. So the game doesn't want you to take cover and play the game slow. It wants you to run head first into the fight and fight everything head on, especially if you're the tank or trickster. So, my biggest gripe with this is enemies never miss their shots. Period. They do not miss. There is no bullets you can dodge that you can see. Everything is like a hit scan for them. You cannot dodge their bullets with the exception of the sniper. I also don't like that the cover you get is either always in a bad spot or it's something that can get destroyed. While there is an epic fuck ton of enemies that come at you for no good reason, whether it's animals like wretches or just regular rifleman, infantry, melee, brute, berserker, captain, ironclad. There's just so many of them that always come at you in your terrible cover that they can destroy, and if they don't destroy you, they do another thing I really hate all the time, is they grenade you. They will always grenade you, always grenade you. There's always something in your way, getting in your way, preventing you from taking cover and actually going shooting them. Normally, this amount of enemies and everything isn't a problem. Enemies being extremely tanky normally isn't a problem. But when you combine a game where I constantly have to be on the assault with no way to take cover, no way to dodge enemy bullets, bullet sponges of tanky enemies everywhere, it just leaves a terrible combo, a terrible taste in your mouth. There are ways to combat this, but you really have to meticulously make sure you have the right skills and combos and mods on at all times, even if you're still a noob leveling up throughout the game. Here at the inventory screen, it's nicely laid out actually, a little clunky but nice. You can easily see which one has a higher base damage, and if I hover over with my compare turned on, I can see all their stats and compare them. And that works for everything from helmets to boots to weapons. It's actually not terrible. The quest map took some getting used to. It shows the local area first, and then if you go to either the flag will let you travel anywhere you have unlocked flags, and the truck will take you to a whole different world-like area. So when you get far enough in the campaign, you unlock crafting, and the game gives you a brief 1-2 tutorial, but I'm going to show you how it's really done. Alright, on to upgrading gear. Dr. Zahid here. Wait for that to load a little bit. Tell him I need to upgrade my gear. Screen will go black, and then you need to pick a piece of gear. So I'm going to pick... Let's see, that's good for me. That's good for me. I like blighted rounds. I'm going to pick... this one here. I don't use tool destruction. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on mod gear. And I want to get rid of that tool destruction. I have tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. I currently still have a lot of the game left to do. I only have a tier 1 thing. So you know what? I'm going to put this on here too. I want to place it in slot 1. And, just like that, let's click mod slot. Pay a little bit of leather. And that's it. Just like that, it's unlocked, and that's all I needed to do. And that works the same way for weapon and everything else. I could also click here to level it up. And this gear is currently maximum, but if I level it up, it'll get more armor, more health, and the skills improve a little bit too. The level up here will also increase. And yeah, this is probably one of the best crafting systems I've seen in a long time. I really like it. Max points. Like, it's good. It's really good. Easy. So as far as getting those base materials in order to upgrade your weapons, equipment, and armor, what you do is you disassemble your current gear. You can mark them one at a time, you can disassemble them when you pick them up, or you could easily click the buttons down here to select all of those items and then hold down the Y button to dismantle them all. Also be known, if you dismantle it and you do not have those mods, you then unlock those mods. So as far as the story goes, the story just kind of sucks. It's so generic, it sucks, all this stuff just to get this little signal up to the ship to get some more resources and that's it? Like, it sucks. And every now and then you get a nice little side quest that takes you something in somewhere different, but it just sucks. The voice acting, they just don't care. The people don't care. It always cuts to black. That's every cutscene in this whole damn game. It's just cut to black. Cut to black, cut to black. Jump over a bridge, cut to black. Open a door, cut to black. It's all cut to black. And it sucks. It's terrible. That's not how you do an open world game. And another thing that I really hate is that if you're playing with any co-op buddies, any allies at all, and they talk to an NPC, you can't hear any of that dialogue at all, period. So you
Just
could
picked it
literally
up.
play the game as a co-op partner with somebody, have them do all the talking to the NPCs, and you would never have a clue what's going on because all you know is that a quest was accepted, and that's it. That's all you hear. You don't hear any talking, you don't hear any dialogue, you hear nothing. And all those times that you do get a cutscene, maybe it's just me personally, but the screen shakes like hell. It shakes all over for no reason. Your guy could be walking up 2 flights of stairs or 2 steps of a stair, and it would shake the camera like you just had a seizure. I hate it. One thing I've always had throughout my gameplay is this little thing right here. This yellow or red lag symbol. And look at this gameplay. Just watch this lag. This is normal. This is par for the course. I've also had my HUD disappear. I've had my friend Joe teleport to an enemy that's behind a locked off wall that we can't get to yet because we are supposed to kill the enemy that's in the current area first, meaning we have to reload the entire quest. Okay, we are now recording, so now you can say your say.
I think Outrider is the best game ever! I don't care what Kevin says, it's a really decent game. It's not polished, but it's okay.
So what do you think about your class?
Totally balanced, as all things should be. Why would I say anything wrong about the tank class? It is by far the most balanced of all classes.
Do you like the general flow and combat of the game?
Yeah, I do. With my class, I go around the map and I beat someone up and they all aggro on me. It's wonderful. My allies hide behind me and it's great.
So what do you think about the game difficulty playing solo? Yeah, that's yeah.
They,
if only there was a face for that. Yeah, that's accurate.
They
very accurate.
They did very well on it. Honestly, I think they did it very well just because of how difficult it is. And they made you inclined to want to play with other people. And
okay. So what do you think about the co-op other people?
I think it's good. I think like they made it easier. And
I swear it's so much easier with more people.
And I think it's on purpose. I honestly do. I think it was done on purpose and intention so that people start playing with other people. That's my honest opinion.
Freaking starting the recording of this now. So I have proof of just how long the title screen takes to authenticate and sign in. I'm not gonna edit either. I'm gonna leave it in real time too.
Just get good. God.
Only it was that easy to get good at the sign-in screen. I can't do anything. It just does not authenticate. It's
You
terrible.
can't.
Oh, this is so
here's
bad.
what you do, okay? Here's what you do. Just
What?
get
What
like
do I
me and
do?
Econ, okay? Here's what
Okay,
I'm
what about
explaining
it?
what you need to do. Okay, so
Well, go ahead, because it's
double
still
down like me and
authenticating.
Econ.
It still hasn't logged me in yet.
Keep
We're still
interrupting
waiting.
me. You see this, Econ? You are my witness.
It's my own.
And the
Oh,
recording.
internet connection error. Could not connect to OutRiders servers.
Well,
Outstanding.
just get good
So let's try and
internet.
start the game
Jeez.
again. You understand, Joe,
just
that everything's a separate track.
buy
I can
the
literally edit
game.
you all out. I can literally
buy
cancel
the
calls to
game.
you. Just buy the game and it'll work.
Yes, just buy the game. It'll work. God.
Well, I bought Game Pass and they're owned by Xbox, so it should work.
No,
So
buy
I was
the
gonna
game.
go and get footage of like my destroyed in limbo character, but now I can't even do that.
Well, the
Be
game
like, here's my
knows,
character I worked on, and now he's just in hell. He's in purgatory. He doesn't exist anymore. He's naked.
No,
he
he's
lost
in
his
limbo.
weapon. He lost his gun. He's in purgatory. He doesn't exist.
So, limbo.
Limbo.
Limbo is a type of hell.
Yep, 2 disconnects right back to back. Hey look, I finally made it in. I finally logged in. And my character is still glitched. Isn't that awesome? My character's still glitched. Fuck.
That's a bummer.
There is no excuse for that. I don't care if it's launch week. I don't care if it's launch day. We paid for a full product. Some people paid $60 for this. They can't even sign in, or they get characters corrupt like me. That is unacceptable. I don't care what you do. That is wrong. You don't do that to your customers. And customers, if you think that's just the way it is, it's just release. No, have some fucking self-respect. That is not okay. So, I guess to finish off, the developers clearly put a lot of time into this game, as all developers do, and there is something there that can be built upon and used. Like, there is a phenomenal crafting system that does it way better than every other game I've played, really. Like, I've not seen anything that well made and that easy to use and understand. So that's great, and the enemy variety is phenomenal. From the big giant bosses to the little dudes coming at you to the aliens, it's just great. But the lag that is constantly there, the horrible dialogue, the jumpy cutscenes, the long load times, every time you do an action there being a loading, not being able to hear what your allies are saying to the NPC who's turning in even main quest is not good. And honestly, if some of that were to get fixed, it would probably score a lot better for me. But as this game stands right here, right now, 4 out of 10, I would not buy this game in its current state at all. If they improve some of that, fix the server issues, then I can actually start enjoying it, and it would probably raise this up to closer to a 6 out of 10. But right now, it's a 4. If that. Alright everyone, that's all I got. Try and have fun, and if you can ever get into the game, enjoy what little of it you can. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope to see you guys all in the next video sometime, whenever. I don't know. I don't have an upload schedule. I'm not that consistent. I got a real job. I can't do this every time. Anyways, bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.